morning and welcome to today's class. Today we have to take oscillations lecture 2. In previous lecture we have discussed something about the oscillatory motion, vibratory motion or periodic motion. We have seen that the periodic motion is very general thing and oscillatory motion is a specific thing. Periodic motion there is a periodicity, that is a particle can in fact repeat its motion after a fixed interval of time, but there is no mean position. But on the other hand, when we call vibratory motion or oscillatory motion, it is very essential that there must be some mean position. Okay, in that regard we have to discuss the next part, that is simple harmonic motion. I have said that in simple harmonic motion it is just an oscillatory motion, but there is an exception is that it takes place along a straight line and about a main position, where it always acted upon by some restoring force which is directed towards the main position, and it is also the magnitude of that force is directly proportional to the displacement from the main position. That is what we have simple harmonic motion. So before we discuss further the equation of simple harmonic motion and other, let us discuss the definition of uh, this simple harmonic motion. A particle is said to execute simple harmonic motion if it moves to and fro or up and down about a mean position which we call a fixed position. This motion must takes place on a straight line or it is just closer to the straight line. What we have said, a particle is said to execute simple harmonic motion if it moves to and fro or up and down about a main position. Clear? Main position is a fixed position, always. It is always a fixed position. This motion must take place along or on a straight line. The motion is due to a restoring force acting on the particle. This force is always directed towards the main position, the main position and its magnitude is directly proportional to the displacement of the particle from mean position. This is the complete description of or the definition of simple harmonic motion. A particle is said to execute simple harmonic motion. SHM means simple harmonic motion if it moves to and fro or up and down about a mean position or a fixed position. Clear? This motion must take place on a straight line. Number one, the motion is due to a restoring force. ऐसे मोशन नहीं तैयार हो जाता है, वहां पर कहीं ना कहीं रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स एक लगता है. रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स मतलब अगर वो इस साइड में है तो इसका रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स विल गेट बैक टू दिस initial point. That is the main position. If it is at this position, then it will have a tendency to move back to its original position. Every time just to restore its main position. That is the motto of the particle which is executing simple harmonic motion. Okay, this is what we have the definition of simple harmonic motion. Okay, and now we have to find out the equation of simple harmonic motion on the basis of a circular motion. On the basis of a circular motion, we have to determine this. Now we are discussing the uniform circular motion and this simple harmonic motion, how they are correlated. And for your information, I must let you know that it is the easiest way to find out the equation of simple harmonic motion. How we actually derive the equation of simple harmonic motion. For that, we may consider let there be a point mass which is in fact revolving in a circular motion with a constant angular speed omega. Angular speed omega है वो जो constant है और initially it is at the position A. That t equal to 0 it is at position A, and after time t equal to t it is at position P. We know that angle equal to your arc upon radius, that we know. At the same time we know what is angular velocity. It is the angular displacement upon time. Okay, so from this to this, if angular displacement is theta, the angle subtended is theta, then this theta will be naturally will be equal to omega t. This must be equal to omega t. That we have written theta equal to omega t. Clear? Now, when it is at point P, suppose we are having two diameter, one is AB, other is XY. XY is just the vertical diameter, or here with respect to this, if this is horizontal, this is vertical, or maybe this is just they are perpendicular diameter. No doubt this. Okay, because diameter could be here also, it could be here also, but here it is just the perpendicular diameter. Okay, now here you can see that if we draw a perpendicular on this diameter xy from the point P, then N is the foot of perpendicular. N is the foot of perpendicular. N is the foot of perpendicular drawn on xy from P. Okay, and we can see that suppose the point P is here, the foot of perpendicular will be like this. Point P is here, the foot of perpendicular will be like this. Point P is here, the foot of perpendicular will be like this. So in that way, it is just moving on one side of this O, one side of O. Now, when point charge moves to point mass moves to this side of the circle, then again perpendicular by perpendicular down will be like this. From this, it will be like this. Here in third quadrant, it will be like this. It will be like this, and for fourth quadrant again like this. That means the point N can move. Point N can move to and fro about the point O. Point N can move to and fro about the point O. It's very clear. The O could be considered as a main position, and this is a straight line we can see, and where oscillatory motion or vibratory motion can take place, because whenever the body is at this point, uh, suppose it moves to this side, and then again in the second part it comes back to this area. Again when this come, then this move to other direction like this. So it is very identical to the situation like this, very identical to situation like this. Here the angle is 0. It is maximum, it is maximum when theta becomes 90. Then n कहाँ पे हो जाएगा, x में n हो जाएगा. X and n will be at the same point. Okay, that is n is minimum at 0 and it is maximum at this point, displacement. Once it comes to this side, then again n will be like this, again n will be like that. From this side n is also like this, and from this side n will like this. Therefore from one side we can very easily see that on both sides of point O it will move to and fro along a straight line, and every time it has a tendency to come back to original position O, that is the main position. And in that very easily we can say that n actually executes simple harmonic motion. N executes simple harmonic motion. N executes SHM. Whatever be the displacement formula for n will obviously be your displacement formula for simple harmonic motion. For that, suppose we have to raise these portions, we must remove all such things. I am suppose removing all extra n. Now we can see that during time, during this time, during time t, n makes a displacement of y on the line xy from point O. The displacement of point n from its main position O is your y. Is it okay? Now from this diagram, if this is theta, then this will also be theta. Then we can see that sine theta equal to a upon y, where a is the radius of of circle. It is radius of circle. Okay, and now we can have uh, sorry, it must be y upon a, and therefore y equal to a sine theta. This is a equation number 1. At the same time, we can just assume that whenever we have y equal to a sine theta, and from this you can see, but theta equal to omega t, and therefore y equal to a sine omega t. Y equal to a sine omega t is our equation of simple harmonic motion. This is called as displacement equation of SHM. And we can very easily say that if theta omega t is just theta, then when theta is 0, then displacement, this is y and this is a theta, displacement was 0. When it is 90 degree, when it is 90 degree, omega t is 90 degree, then we have maximum displacement. This is your a. Here we are having y equal to a sine omega t. A sine omega t aa raha hai. So this portion is a. Again when it is 180 degree, then again we get 0. When it is 270 degree, a is minus a. And again when it is 360 degree, it is 180, 270 and again 360. Again sine value is 0. That means altogether we can have this type of sine wave, or what we call sinusoidal wave, sinusoidal curve, and that corresponds to this particular value. Always remember the sine and cosine, they are always at a difference, angular difference of just 90 degree. Whatever shows, whatever we have sine theta, the same thing if we have 90 degree ahead or 90 degree less than that, then we always have that case will be of course y equal to something cos theta, cos omega t. Only difference is that the graphical difference will be there, but their nature will not be different. If we write y equal to a sin omega t as the equation of simple harmonic motion, we can also write y equal to a cos omega t. Okay, in that case, your diagram of graph will be different. It will be like this. Here again it is y, it is 90, it is 180, here it is 270, and here it is 360. In case of cos y equal to is cos omega t be right, then it will be like this. Therefore in both the cases we have this type of graphical representation, and this is what we call the the equation of simple harmonic motion. Okay, and before we go further to find out the velocity acceleration of simple harmonic motion, always we adopt this very diagram. This is a very simple diagram, and always remember the foot of perpendicular drawn from the particle on any of the diameter can give us the idea that that point will move up and down about a mean position, and that mean position itself gives the simple harmonic motion. Okay, this is the general thing. After that we will have some definitions of simple harmonic motions. Let us see what are the definitions, different definitions we discuss. Yes, now we discuss some definitions related to or associated with simple harmonic motion. The terms used in SHM, simple harmonic motion. First we take harmonic oscillator. Harmonic oscillator. A particle which executes SHM is called as is called as harmonic oscillator. Number two, displacement. The distance of the particle from the main position at any time, any particular time, is called its displacement at that time. Now these are the two quantities. Number one is your harmonic oscillator. What is a harmonic oscillator? And I am just giving you the closer look. What is harmonic oscillator? A particle which execute SHM is called harmonic oscillator. जो भी particle execute कर रहा, point कर रहा है, spring कर रहा है, जो भी कर रहा है, that is called harmonic oscillator. Number two, displacement. That distance of the particle from the main position at any particular time. Okay, the distance of the particle from the main position at any particular time is called displacement of the particle. Okay, this is what we have, displacement. कोई भी पार्टिकल ये एग्जीक्यूट कर, ये वाइब्रेशन कर रहा है, तो ये एक टाइम में ये यहाँ तक तो कंप्लीट जाता है, वहाँ तक, वहाँ ना जाने से पहले ही यहाँ तक है, तो उस टाइम के उस समय जो है मेन पोजीशन से, जो ये मेन पोजीशन यहाँ से जितना डिस्टेंस होगा, दैट डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड योर डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ओके, एक हो गया हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर, दूसरा हो गया डिस्प्लेसमेंट. इन द सेम वे harmonic oscillator, second one is displacement. In the same way we have third one, amplitude. It is the maximum displacement from the main position, on any side of main position. This is the third one that we call as amplitude. The amplitude क्या हो जाएगा? It is the maximum displacement from the main position, maximum displacement of the particle, naturally particle which is executing SHM, and it is also mentioned that on any side of the main position, okay. That means main position का left side में भी हो सकता है, right side में भी हो सकता है, any direction, anything could be possible, and therefore we can just write that any side of the main position. This is the third definition. Fourth one is our naturally frequency or time period. It's time period. The time between two successive or time between 2 points at which the particle can repeat its motion. The time between 2 points, of course, two consecutive points or two successive points, at which the particle can repeat its motion, okay. And this is what we call it is the time period. And after knowing time period, what we have next is frequency. It is the total number of vibration that takes place in unit time. It is the inverse of time period. This one is fifth one, that is frequency. How we define frequency? You can just observe that frequency can be equal to how much? It is the total number of vibrations, the vibrations, of course, total number of vibrations that takes place in unit time. If this is denoted by T, then this is denoted by F, and we can write this F equal to 1 by T. Its unit is second and its unit is second minus 1. Its unit is meter, its unit is meter. Okay. These are the quantities, and after knowing all these things, there is a term like phase. Phase is another physical quantity that is also we have to know. Sixth one is phase. The phase of any vibrating body by vibrating particle gives the state of vibration, the state of vibration at a particular time. It also gives it also gives the direction of vibration, the direction of vibration. Now you can just observe that what is that phase itself means. Phase is that physical quantity which gives the vibrational state of a vibrating particle at any particular time along with its direction. Here I have written phase of any vibrating particle gives the state of vibration, that vibrational state वही हो गया state of vibration at a particular time. It also gives the direction of vibration. It also suggests that how in which direction actually the vibration is being taken place. वाइब्रेशन नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है, ऊपर से नीचे जा रहा है, लेफ्ट से राइट जा रहा है, राइट से लेफ्ट जा रहा है, मेन पॉइंट के लेफ्ट साइड में है बॉडी का पोजीशन या राइट साइड में पोजीशन है, और वो किस टाइम में, जैसे 0 सेकंड में स्टार्ट हुआ मोशन तो 4th सेकंड में कहाँ पर वाइब्रेट कर रहा है. तो इसको बताने के लिए अगर कोई फिजिकल क्वांटिटी चाहिए दैट वी कॉल एज फेज. दिस इज दैट इज डिनोटेड बाय फाई. दैट इज डिनोटेड बाय फाई. तो दो पॉइंट्स के बीच कोई फेज डिफरेंस होता है उसको हम लोग डेल्टा फाई से लिखते हैं, और एक पॉइंट के लिए फेज जो होता है फेज डिफरेंस उसको हम लोग जस्ट फाई कहते हैं. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. एंड फॉर वन मोर थिंग that during the derivations of this equation of simple harmonic motion, we have to remember that we have ignored that initial phase was zero, and we have taken the vibration from a zero state. Okay, and in case it was initially having some vibration, then your equation would have been different. उस केस में कैसे होता है मैं आपको थोड़ा एग्जांपल के साथ बता देता हूँ कि सपोज वी आर हैविंग दिस इज सर्कुलर मोशन and we were initially having this is tan t equal to 0. Okay, और डायरेक्ट हमने यहाँ पर ले लिया था ओमेगा टी. But if it is not so, if it is not like that, but t equal to 0 is considered at here at this point, and this is not considered like this, but initially we have had some initial phase, and this is the point. In fact, this is a dash and this is a. This is B, and this angle is your theta, and this is t equal to t. That means this is omega t. For such formula, we can have this is again the position of y, and this is position of n, and this is displacement, and here we can write sine omega t plus theta equal to y upon a, or y equal to a sine omega t plus phi naught, where phi naught is called initial phase. देखिए यह वाला फॉर्मूला डायग्राम मैं आपको फिर से बना के दिखाया कि आपको याद दिलाने के लिए कि जब हम इक्वेशन ऑफ सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन निकालते हैं, व्हेनेवर वी डिराइव दैट, then we always keep this as the zero time and this is at time equal to t, so that the angular displacement theta becomes omega t. But here we don't have this time as 0, but maybe 0 is taken here when it was already having some initial phase of phi naught, and therefore whatever be the total angle, this angle is definitely equal to how much? This is equal to, all of this angle is equal to uh, omega t plus phi naught, and that is why we have sine of omega t plus phi naught equals to y upon a, and in that way y equal to your a sine this much. Always remember, in this case a is your amplitude, because we have already explained in the definition part. The amplitude is the, it is the maximum displacement from the main position, from the main position on any side. यहाँ से यहाँ तक भी maximum a है, यहाँ से यहाँ तक भी maximum a है, तो a is called the amplitude. Okay, phase आ गया, initial phase हो गया, harmonic oscillator हो गया, and so on. In that way we have taken the initial stage of our simple harmonic motion. Next we will discuss the velocity and acceleration of simple harmonic motion, and then we switch over to the next phase that we call as that is the energy of a body which is executing simple harmonic motion. With that we have completed today's lecture. Thank you.